Hello YouTube, thank you very much for checking out this week's video. Today I'm at a car garage with an attached graveyard. In fact, look, there's one of them sort of right there. So without messing around, let's jump straight into it and see what's here. Okay, so straight away, this ground is really soggy and there's deep tracks in it, which I guess must be from all these tractors. Oh, now look, these have been here quite a long time. They've all sort of rotten away. Oh, now that's cool. Look, you've got all the iron block there, but they've taken the head off and everything. Maybe they were going to do some work, or maybe it was completely dead. It's completely dead now, though. There's a lot of 4x4s in this bit. This one's on a cube plate, which is quite interesting. There's some more down there, which we'll go and have a look at in a minute. We've got a Discovery here with some bottles of wine in the back. Do you know, I didn't know that these were a 7-seater. Maybe I did, and I've just got a really bad memory. Right, moving on. What's this? Is that a little 4-track? Yeah, Daihatsu 4-track. Haven't seen one of these for a little while. Every so often, though, they do pop up dead. In fact, look, there's a tax disc in this one. So when was that last on the road? 2009. A bit worrying that 2009 feels like it was only about 3 weeks ago, and you could have parked your car up since then, and it would now look like this. Look, it looks like it's just fallen to bits, actually. That's quite a shame. I think these might go for all right money these days. I don't think they were particularly sought after when they were first around, but I think they've got a little bit more of a following now. Fordson Super Major. I find a couple of these. Don't know anything about tractors. Just know that I find quite a few dead ones. So does that mean they're unreliable? Or does that mean we've just got so many of them that we can afford to throw them away? There's still mud in the tracks of that. I wonder how long that's been there then. See, this one interested me because I'll just go around the back. Now, I've got someone's house over there, so I'm trying to avoid it, but I'll just zoom in. Look, that's got what looks like quite a new number plate on it. So maybe it still works. Let's take a look inside this truck then. Oh my God, that is really, really in a state. Jesus. Look, all the roof linings come down and the trees have grown through it and the floor's gone through. Obviously, that has been here for a very long time, but it's stayed relatively intact. I suppose it'd probably be only good for the glass though these days. It's well and truly had it. Look, there's a compressor there and it's rusted right through. There's another Discovery in there which I can't get to, but I can tell it's been there for a while because if you look here, there's a UKIP sticker saying that we should leave the EU. So that will tell you roughly how long that's been there. Now, next to the 4-track, we've got Ford Sierra. That's we still find loads of these dead. Funny, I don't know why so many seem to survive in car graveyards more than we have on the road, but nonetheless, that one's been there for ages. Oh, hang on, I've just spotted that in the bush next to it now. I was going to say that's a VW, but it isn't. It's a Skoda of some kind. That's interesting as well. It's actually got, I don't know if you can see, an etching there for a reg, which is not the same as that one. God, what even is that? That is really overgrown. That's a shame. I'd have liked to have seen that in its full glory. Oh, that's a nice old tractor. Old plate as well. Probably worth a few quid, that, if you could ever get that off. More tractors. Oh, look at this. There's a VW camper van, like a high-top camper with the old slatted windows on it as well. Wow, that has really been there for some time. That would be quite cool if we could look in there and see what its interior looks like. Now, look, unfortunately, someone smashed the windows, but it does mean that we can see in. And look, they've still got the old sugar tea and coffee pots. That's pretty destroyed and mouldy in there, full of spiders' webs. Yeah, not very nice. I don't know if there's a market for these. I can't even think what van this is. Definitely don't see them very often. Next to the smashed VW, there is this Leyland truck. Obviously, been here a very long time. It's rotten down in that corner, but the paintwork looks really good. It's full of old oil bottles. Obviously, they're all plastic. I don't know why you'd bother to hoard those and just chuck them away. But apparently, this car hoarder didn't feel like doing that and piled them all up in this. It's a very expensive way of storing them, I think. Oh, we're starting to get more into the cars. Look at that lovely 1984, is it? Range Rover. And a car with a front number plate on the back. Okay, let's go and have a look at this Range Rover. Unfortunately, everything is so overgrown. It's difficult to get into it. I can't go down there. I can only really show you the back. However, again, this one is also completely filled up with empty oil bottles. I don't know why you would hoard so many. Well, maybe we can have a look at the car next to it. Can't figure out what that is yet. Where's its rear lights? They've been welded over. It's obviously some sort of a banger car, isn't it? It's got a frame welded in it. Ah, it looks a bit like a Nova, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah, God, that's been long forgotten. The back floor's just completely given away. Again, still another bottle of oil in it. But yeah, this is obviously a banger car. They look, made a frame around the wheel as well. Still got plenty of life in this yet. Now, got another banger here. Oh, it's on a trailer as well. I can't tell you what that is. That is too overgrown for me to figure that out. What is that, Fiesta? Maybe? If you know, do comment what that would have been. It's funny, once cars get turned into bangers, I've got absolutely no idea what I'm looking at anymore. That one's got a cage in the front for the windscreen again. They've cut all the back out, but it's completely rotten away. Look at those legs there, terrible. I wonder if I can tell what it is from the front. Oh, no, that's not an actual Toyota grille for this, is it? Definitely not a 70s Toyota. Weird. Yeah, if you know, please let me know. God, I nearly didn't even notice this fan sitting here. Oh, look, those are from like the old Astras, aren't they? Someone's been around and done a bit of window popping. That is just full, look, completely up to the ceiling of what's in there. Starter motors, engine mounts, drop links and springs. Sort of a big load of scrap, really. Someday this will weigh in for quite a few quid, I imagine. Oh, that's been painted black, but looks kind of nice. Another tractor there. Oh, hello. Golf, oh yeah, it is Golf GTI. Look at that. That's been there for so long. Look at all the moss on it. These aren't the proper wheels, I don't think, but they look cool. Something's falling on the windscreen, which is a shame, but I don't think it's going to make much difference. Let's have a look. Oh, wow, look at that. These seats look like they'd be quite comfortable. I've never really been a Golf GTI kind of man. I like my French old tat, but I don't know. Sometimes you see things like this and they kind of inspire you to buy your next shitbox. Well, I don't think I'd want this one. Never know. Could be tempted to buy a Golf someday. Behind the Golf there, we have this daft truck smashed again. I don't know why people go around and do that. I don't often find them smashing windows like that. They normally just are already open, but there's been a welder left in there. Where was that when I needed it? I've done a hell of a lot of welding on my cars lately. Pretty stripped out in there, though. The clocks have gone. The clusters have gone. I would say that's been used for parts. Nice aluminium back on it, though. That's still in rather good nick. But, oh, look, there's another Range Rover there. Let's go and have a look at that. I like this. Look, just on the other side of that van. Wheel horse. And it's still got the keys in it. Tiny little battery in there as well. I guess it's just for having a bit of a laugh on, really. Not meant to be towing much with it, but that seems like quite a bit of fun. If you've got the land to have one. But obviously that doesn't exist where I live, so I only get to see them when they're dead. Right, let's go have a look at this Range Rover then. It's rotten, definitely in places, but I've seen worse. Oh, it's got. I love the green steering wheel in here, in better condition than the other Range Rover that we've seen. But again, full of old bottles of oil. Just put them in the bin. I guess, I don't know. Anyway, not my car, not my problem. How rotten is this? Well, it's hard to tell, but it doesn't look great. Now I can see someone smashed the window on this one as well. I just don't know why there's been so many smashed windows in this graveyard, but all the headlining's come down. This car is disgusting. I don't know if these are worth doing up at the moment. I guess there's still some money in them. I'm just starting to get into motorbikes, but I can't really tell you a single thing about this other than it was made in 2003 and it's got a denty petrol tank. But please do educate me, by all means, if you happen to know anything more about these. Look, someone's had 14 years bad luck. Right, guys, so it seems like we have reached the back of everything that's here. So we're going to go around the front now and take a look at what's out there. That car that was behind me was this VW Polo, but I don't really think anyone cares to see one of those, so we're going to ignore it. Yeah, I don't really... 51 plate is too new for this channel. Okay, I slightly take that back because there's an 03 plate A6 all-road there, and I will feature that. Those are well cool. I love an A6. Look how bloody mouldy that is in there. Disgusting. But they did often go wrong because they've got fancy air suspension that never works. Final few cars, I am saving the best till last. You've got this Land Rover Discovery here, but behind it is what I really want to show you. Look, there's a Lancer, an Evo 4. My God, look at that. Brembo's on it as well. Lovely car. And it's just sitting here, completely covered in brambles. That's worth a fortune. Why would you leave that? I can't get over that. Look, Recaro seats in it. That is mental. I wonder how long that's been off the road. Those are worth a really decent sum of money now. And this one's just been sitting here for God knows how long. I cannot believe that. Why would you dump that there? Something's a criminal, and that's criminal. Cannot believe that. Do you know, it's not holding up very well, is it? I can see the paint starting to fade. It's going around the windows. There's obviously condensation in there. It's mouldy. It's got plants growing on it. And it's just been completely left to go to ruin. Would love to know what the story of that is. I feel like it's right on the cusp of life and death. Well, everybody, as you can see, it's starting to get dark now, so I'm out of here. Thank you all very much for watching this video. If you liked it, please make sure that you do like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will put some pictures from the day on Instagram as well. Check me out on there at Road to Rust. And I will see you again next week. Farewell.